Okay, because we were having some slight technical problems tonight. Uh, so I ended up having to restart everything, and so we're getting a kind of actually a really late start tonight. So bear with me just a little bit longer, I promise. I'm sorry for all delays. We're getting there. All right. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Welcome. My name is Nori. We're coming to you live from the Digital Engineering server. This is the Digital Engineering SMP mod pack, and this is our mess. So normally on Friday nights, we do a community night where we kind of go around and we look to see what everybody on the server's been up to, what they've been working on, and just kind of check out all the really cool things that have been going on. The last couple of weeks, we've seen a decline in a lot of activity on the server. So I think people are a little currently busy and preoccupied. So I thought I would change up the program a little, take the opportunity to start getting some things lined up, prepped, and start talking about things that one of the things that I really kind of want to do, which was to take a look at some of the mods that we had in this mod pack and then really start to break them down and do some little tutorials, some like tips and tricks, how to get started. Mostly just because I haven't seen a whole lot of information, and I've scoured the internet looking around some of the mods that we have in our mod pack, specifically Primal Magic, Mana and Artifice are some of the big ones. We might touch on some Create if people ask for some things around Create. I know we have coming up to the mod pack that we will be dropping later on. We're going to have some Ars Novia coming in. We'll have some Britannia is also going to get dropped in here. And just things like that. Now, there are an awful lot of mods in this mod pack that are based around building, and we have a lot of builders on the server. And then there's mine colonies. We can absolutely talk about mine colonies. There's a couple of colonies on the server we can take around and go look, see at what's going on. And then for those of you that are really just kind of interested in seeing what is actually going on the server, stop me, ask, and we'll take a time out and we'll go look at what people are up to. But I think occultism, that's another one that's on here. So I think it's just, kind of helpful tutorials, tips and tricks, that sort of thing. And so as I'm working through that thought process and the directionality, I thought it would be useful to do some work here at the base. And so we'll take a look. There's a couple of really cool things that have occurred over the last week. I think we'll spend a little bit of time and go and look at. But right now, I was kind of in the middle of updating my ore floor. I know last week on Saturday we were talking about updating the ore floor, making it a little bit to upgrade it, go big or go home, make it bigger, whatever, start producing more ore. So what we have is there's this one little setup right here, which is a dimensional mine shaft over a hopper, over a dropper, and then a couple of observers and a redstone comparator. And when the whole system is up and running, we have our mining gen, we have our janitor, and then these two guys will upgrade and replace. But for right now, we can do the real quick show and tell here, right? So we drop the janitor down, we put the gen in the dimensional mine shaft, and then we sit around and wait. So you see the little purple trails up there. That indicates that the guy has gone off to the dimensional mining dimension, and he is getting material. And so what ends up happening is he comes back, he returns with a block of material, and then that falls through the hopper down to the dropper, and then gets ejected out by the comparator and observers. Janitor picks it up, he drops it into the box. So this is the ore floor, and so this is how we get our ore now. So I don't actually have to go mining. Now I only had one guy here, and one guy is fine. But if I really wanted to get into like a serious metallic build of some sorts, or we need lots of metal for different things, one is not going to be sufficient. So we redid. So our original version of this had redstone repeater and then some redstone dust to the drop. It was very big. It was not tileable. It was not stackable. This version is very tileable. Let's go ahead and let's stop these guys from working, because I don't actually want this running while we're in here playing around, because I don't want to be fighting with ore in my bags. So we made this new updated version that's going to be a little bit more tileable. And so we're just going to put those in place. We'll get this taken care of real quick, because the next bits of this is the long part. And while we may do one tonight, I don't know that we're going to do all 20 some of these things tonight, because, well, just because in order to make this stuff, you have to do an occultism ritual, and the occultism rituals are not known to be super fast things. We'll just put it that way. So I should be able to, oh, perfect. Just wind our way back over here, just like that. So what's occurring is we're actually using the fact that we can put a redstone signal into this hopper to power the dropper. We're not actually using the observer, this tick, to actually lock the hopper. So it makes life a little easier. Since we don't need it to actually lock the hopper, then all we really need is to carry the redstone signal, and so that's kind of what we've got going on here. This works due to quasi-redstone connectivity, and sometimes essentially we're just trying to get this empty. And so what we'll end up doing is we'll make a bunch more of these miner gens, a bunch more of these mine shafts, which if we go and look, Dimensional. So under occultism, here's the dimensional mine shaft, and so we have to go run this ritual, which means we need a block of usnium to make these. This is something you have to actually go mine for in another. So I will have, maybe we'll do some of that tomorrow, but that kind of gets really boring. But we'll see. But also, this guy also needs a block of usnium. So, we're going to need lots of usnium, and usnium is not something that's easy to come by. You have to go hunt and peck in another for it. All right, so all of these are set up now. Yes, looks like it. Okay, good. Yeah, all set up, all nice and done. Okay. So that means we could technically, let's get our storage. Pickaxe. There we go. So we'll just put him right over there on the first floor. All right. So that gets this floor ready to go for the upgrade. We'll need to, one of the things that we're going to end up making for this place is, so we're going to make a bunch of origins, but we also want to make, let's see if I can find a book for it. Here it is. So right now, our spirit that we have, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong page. I think it's a binding ritual. It is not a binding ritual. Summon ritual. Freed essence. Ore crushers, there we are. So we had this one, we don't have them anymore. This is our current one we have, which he crushes each one of these materials into 2 dust. Hi, Apocalypse. Thanks for the follow, my friend. Welcome. But really, I think Abris. Yeah, this guy right here, the Mirrored Crusher, is the one that we really want to make, which is more blocks of usnium. So, but making him, he will take 1 ore and crushes it into 6 dust. So it's you get more bang for your buck that way. So we'll have to make at least one of these guys. He's also the fastest crusher, so he'll blaze through the stuff a little quicker. Oh, so you went and actually made that bow, huh, Apocalypse? Yeah, those oh god, trying to remember. We were looking at to put that mod in this mod pack, but the problem is the 1.18 variant when we were pulling them in was not ready for that mod pack was not ready for 1.18 just yet, so we had to drop it. But yes, I have used that bow before, and it is absolutely frightening. Now, did you do the multiple arrows, or are you just using 1 arrow? Okay, yeah, so you're doing multi arrows. Yeah, that you gotta be careful with that thing though. That will cause enough entity lag on the server to like slow everybody down if you sit at it long enough. Of course, I've also used it to paint on the walls with arrows too, so it's fun. Yep. Yep, I think you actually made the exact bow I had in Season 1 when we were playing on the Valhelsia server. One of the other guys, Zodicus, made a rapid fire arrow that only fired single one. He thought that was great until we went with the multi arrows. You gotta be careful though, because it will spam enough arrows out there that the server won't clean that up. So I actually had to make a command to clean up those arrows. Oh, nice. Yeah, I guess explosive arrows wouldn't stick around, would they? Got the now. You'll have to refresh my head on that. Those explosive arrows, they don't actually destroy the blocks, do they? I mean, if they did, that would be kind of cool. Okay, yeah. So it is popping the blocks. All right. Let's see. Where was he? Right. Yeah, they pick up. Right. Well, I imagine that would make for so. Let's do this, right? Ooh. I imagine you can do. And we'll pop over here to mining dimension. That way I don't have to worry about destroying anything. With that bow, I imagine you can do the same thing that I do with this spell. Where's it at? Yeah. So your bow should look something like this then. I just filled my bags with stuff I didn't really need. That's all right. I can't get a username here. I gotta go to another. Well, that's not too bad, I suppose. Well, this mod pack's a little bit more of magic based. So we were, like I said, we were on Valhelsia 3 before we started up this season over here on our own custom mod pack, and so it was. Some of the guys were complaining because it didn't feel magic enough. So we made this one, which was a little bit violently more in the opposite direction. So there's not really a whole lot of tech stuff. Well, if you like Mana and Artifice, that is one of the primary mod packs that you'll see in here. We also have Primal Magic, Occultism. There's a number of them. We didn't bring in Apotheus just yet. Oh, here, you'll like this. You specialize in magic. Let's see, where's the fastest way? We'll go this way. Yeah. So if you've ever played around with the Mana and Artifice, then you know about constructs. And over here. So with constructs, there's a need to always make runes. Go over here. So you have to make all these different various odd runes. And I hate carving them. Yeah. Well, it's really kind of interesting because you can do these things where like you can carve your emblems and then smack them with the hammer and forge into runes, which you can also use to enchant with. So some of these you can do like really kind of interesting enchants. So you can do mending, silk touch. You just need a rune to do so. So it just kind of really depends on what you're doing. I think it's along the same lines of what used to happen in ours. So we put this together over here because I got tired of crafting these things. And so we have a fully working machine shop where these guys just, they make all the runes all day long for us and we don't have to do anything. It was about a good, I don't know, 2 weeks of my life grinding the material up for it. Took about like 2 days to program these guys, but yeah, so each one of these guys were built when you construct the construct, i.e. you put all the head, legs, and body parts on the workbench, you can charge the crystals with spells, and the spells do cause the constructs to take on different abilities. I don't know, that's the right attributes. They get different attributes, and so every one of these guys are all constructed with the wind attribute, which like triples their speed. So yeah, it works out well. Doesn't take them long. And then these guys over here are making mana weave patterns because I hate drawing in the air. And so why do I have to draw when I can smash a bottle on the ground and get the mana weave pattern for me? It's all pretty much the same thing. We got some. Are you guys really all just like standing on top of the same place? Oh, it's just 3 of them working on 3 different runes on top of each other. All right. Nobody really needs any of you guys right now anyways, but yeah. Yeah, you can really overload the server real quick with those things and how fast you fire them. I would not give that bow to Orfather. I would shoot Orfather with it. Absolutely. I just would not give it to him. Just saying. Let's pop back over here because actually I had no real need to come over here for anything. Back to where we were at. All right. Next time I make a mod pack, telepads is not going to be a mod going into it. The harm? I mean, no real harm, I suppose, unless, you know, you want to just like listen to him cackle like a madman. Though I imagine he'll probably use it to shoot at TJ. But who knows? Of course, if you're into that sort of thing, then, you know, by all means. All right. I want to go to another. And avoiding another. Well, I love how we convinced TJ to trap the portal that he was coming back from on the Undergarden. And then immediately after he trapped the portal and Aurafather came through, caught his little tail on fire, I got blamed for it. He's like, Nori said to do it. It's like, come on, dude. Take ownership of it. I thought that was a great idea. We did that. It's all good. Luftwaffen. Yeah, my German's not so good. I think that's air something. Or flight, or, yeah. Sorry, no. German's not my first language. I think it's my 3rd language. All right. You know what? Yeah, because I gotta get Easium. Do I have any Easium on me? want to say I should have some ore. I went looking for ore a while ago. Yeah, yeah, yes. There it is. Apparently you can find it in Deep Slate too. Oh, it's silver ore. Yeah, silver ore you can find in Deep Slate. All right. Did I stick these in here somewhere? No, not there. Not there. Gotta be here. There's 4. That's not going to get me very far. Really? So what are you up to tonight? Other than, having fun with an explosive arrow. I would have swore I stuck those in. Guess not. Am I looking for stuff? Be the quest. Hello, hello. Welcome. How goes? There's the username I was looking for. I thought I had more. So this is a custom mod pack for the server. It's called the Digital Engineering SMP. Yeah, expert packs tend to be a little on the. they tend to be a little painful. So no, the side mod's not in it. Be the quest. We had. I was doing Valhalla last season, so I had the side mod there. Did a lot of really cool things with the side. In fact, I actually used the side gun to completely drain an ocean monument while preserving the guardians, the elder guardians in place. Yeah, I tossed around putting it back in here, but it didn't really kind of match with the theme too well because Asai is magic, yes, but feels more technical magic. So that's kind of a little outer place for a point where the mod pack is all the old school tech stuff has gone away, so to speak. But yeah, that would be fun. Homing arrows. Oh, that would be nasty. That's terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Terrible, terrible. Let's see. Trying to think. Now, we've got 11. I need to get a couple blocks out of this. Bouncing's not too bad. No, I think it's going to be... Actually, maybe I go back up one floor. But yeah, so we have a ton. This is more of a purely magic based. We have create And I think Immersive Engineering is in here. Though we also put in this one to represent some of the builders of old, we put RF tools in here. So we have RF tools dimension as part of this mod pack. So you can do custom dimensions. And I think at some point some of the members are like, yeah, we're absolutely going to go out and build our own custom dimensions. So that'll prove to be interesting to see if they can manage to get that accomplished. Who doesn't like their own pre-made dimension? All right. So what I need. Oh no, that's the right one. Dictionary of Spirits. All right. Different books. Uncomfortable thing. All right. Get that. Hey, you play on that same. You're on that same server there, Apocalypse, with Or and TJ, right? I think they were talking about you on last stream. Yeah, projectile protection is probably a useful thing. Though if you had Mana and Artifice, there's actually a spell in Mana and Artifice that is Wind Wall that will makes all projectiles stop dead and fall to the ground in front of your feet. Though if you tune it up high enough, you can actually bounce those back. So I imagine that bow and Wind Wall at max would really just kind of. Well, good on you. They probably use a little bit of bowling. It's not going to hurt them. Not going to hurt them one bit. All right. What would be extra special is to get. In yours, yep, I believe so. Yes. Yeah, I'm just trying to convert some of the stuff. Now we ended up with Tinker's construct in this mod pack. I really wanted the one that you guys got for life. I mean, the name of that mod's slipping my brain. Tetra. That's it. Really wanted Tetra in this mod pack and not Tinker's. However, Tetra was not 1.18 ready when we launched this server. So I had to make do with Tinker's instead for customizing tools. I say that, and I actually don't really use those too much anymore. So there you go. All right, so we have that. Block of diamonds easy, block of emeralds easy, gas tiers easy. Yeah. We got a bunch, but I haven't gone out to. I don't really have a whole lot of need for dragon scales. I haven't used it too much. The Tinker's tool is nice and all, and it's useful if you're not really going to get into the magic too much and you wanted to try to move more towards doing things with mine colonies, which is in here. And we have a couple of people on the server that have moved in that direction, though. I need Fatimas. Fatmas. That's not it. Too many magical circles. This is this one. Okay. I'm going to have to make some bowls for here. Oh, for crying out loud. All right. Well, first things first is we need a block of these now. I'm thinking if I can just go ahead and get the guy. So 5, 2, let's do 3 of them, that's fine. Here, dude, crunch those. And the rest of those we can... Oh, now you want to give me 3? Or have you always given me 3 and I'm just... whatever. It's fine. I have another one of these empty souls. Thank you. Put you away. We don't need you anymore. Do I have a soul down? What's in here? Red Merchant, Endermite, Parrot. Yeah. That's a fun one, dude. Just go drop a parrot in somebody's house. Go away. All right. Downstairs. So yeah, usually about this point in time, we're flying around visiting everybody's sites, but like I said, not too many people have been on as of lately, so there's not been too much changing, and other than going out to the carnival area where I put in a bunch of create based contraptions for games. So I think I want to try and make a claw game at some point, but I'll come back to that. Today I am just trying to get things prepped and ready because I think I'm going to do some mana and artifice tutorials, especially in the new 1.18 stuff. Some occultism tutorials, just kind of get a bunch of stuff prepped up and ready, and then go build a laboratory. Could make a Thunderdome. That should be enough. Clear that out. There we go. All right, so now we need diamonds. Specifically, I need a diamond block. Now what? Emerald would be the one thing I am low on. 1, 2, 3. Oh yes, gas tier. It's like there's something else I'm forgetting. There we go. All right, so back upstairs. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about occultism is how long it actually takes to perform a ritual. I'm bound. I think it was the next floor down. Yep. All right. Let's make ourselves some bowls. 1, 2, 3. Really? 4. I just need 4. Good enough. All right. Pop these guys. It's annoying, but you know, without it's not too bad. The only thing I really don't like about occultism is the length of time it takes to perform these rituals. That's my biggest issue. You would think, okay, you've got everything down there. Give me something to speed this up or something. But no, you put everything there and then you literally twiddle your thumbs for the next 5 minutes. However, when you don't have a mechanism to get ×5 or multiplication, this works as a magic base equivalent. Yes, you could do Tinker's Construct, but Tinker's Construct is like 1.25 to 1.5, something like that. So I like occultism for this, and I got that ore floor back over there I'm working on. I hope to have that set up here within the next couple of weeks, so that's producing pretty much all the minerals that I need. Oh, there is this guy. Of course, it's not gonna remind me of the. This is the Thunder Wand, and that is from Runecraft. Right? Yeah, Runecraft. So you can make. There's this one right here that actually starts thunderstorms and everything. I actually keep it around because most people complain about it raining, and so you can also use it to stop rains. Though, to be honest, there's also a spell in Man and Artifice to do the same thing. Then there's, of course, the rituals here for occultism. Primal Magic has the same weather kind of control magics. It's like 14 different ways to skin a cat like that here. All right, dude, just don't be violent with me. I'm fit in this room. Yeah, that's another one we're looking to add in the coming months is going to be Blood Magic, because in the 1.18, the latest version of Blood Magic actually has it so you can start your own apocalypse. So that was one of the things that we wanted to try. All right, here is our new big guy. Yeah, so over here on the ore floor, all of these droppers are going to be hooked up to dimensional mine shafts. And so each one of them is going to have a little mine shaft guy. And oh, the blood magic stuff? Yeah. Oh, man, yeah. Dude, that thing's going to be bad freaking. They're going to be nuts is what that's going to be. One of the guys on the server is like, I can't wait to do that. But yeah, we did a bunch of research into magic mods, and we were trying to decide on which ones to include in the mod pack. So that was one that came up. All right, dude. Yep, take that. Thank you very much. Yep, there we go. Much better. That'll make creating the rest of these so much easier. You did. Now I just need to go to another and get a whole bunch more. That's the only thing that irritates me is the dimensional mining will not mine Easnium. They'll pull every other whatever from the nether, but you don't get Easnium from there. So I think it's just wrong. On a personal aspect, it drives me nuts. So. Yeah, I was looking at running. I thought about trying to start up do an Enigmatic 6 run through on the mod pack just because it's harder. I don't know why. I just haven't gotten around to doing it just yet. I think mostly just because we were really kind of waylaid in Valhelsia and whatnot. So. But I think, yeah, they are. I think, so to me, quest-based mod packs usually tend to be a little bit more annoying than anything else just because they have you step by step. They have a set progression they want you to go through. I just kind of like to meander and build and create contraptions to meet my needs at the time. just to see what I can. But I forgot this thing takes like way longer the more of those things you have in there. So yeah, so I think my personal favorite invention that we ever. Well, well, that's because I think a lot of the tech mod packs themselves, you take like Mechanism, for example, or even like Tech Reborn, they already have their own very linear progression. So when you put it into like an expert mod pack, all you really have to do is just fix the recipes. Magic is meant to be, most of the times Magic is all over the board because there are shortcuts through the pack, and there are some sections of it you just can ignore altogether. But yeah, if you do the whole exclamation Discord mess, their apocalypse, it'll get you the Discord information for our server. If you want to pop on over there sometime, I can get you in. And if you want to play around with some of the deeper magics over here, you're welcome to. Yeah, we actually, so since we control the mod packs, we add in whatever we want when we get around to it. So there's something not there and it's available, then we'll add it. But it's whatever. Next time I am taking that over to the Dwarven. Oh yeah, that worked out so much better. All right. So that will help to get all of the blocks of museums we're going to need. We're still going to need a whole bunch. That is only good enough to do 5. Need a lot more. All right. So tomorrow we are going museum hunting. Other things. All right. But yeah, we've got room on the server for a couple more people. So, you know, if any of that looks interesting, you want to come check it out, give you a tour. It's all good. But we are, even though we got a late start, fortunately, this is our normal end time for Friday night streams. Tomorrow we are going to be doing the very long 4-hour sit in the chair, grind out a bunch of stuff. So if you're like really deep set interested in some of the nitty gritty, finer tuned details of things as we're going about, help yourself, come on by. Happy to have you. And like I said, I think moving forward, the Friday nights are going to be real short lived. We're going to target them specifically for covering like specific topics about the different core magic stuff as we move forward. Yeah, Primal Magic is its own ball of nastiness. Though, if you've ever done Thaumcrafty, Primal Magic will actually appeal to you a little bit. No, my pack isn't especially broken. It's not like 300 strong or 300 freaking mods in the mod pack. We only really kind of put in the stuff that people are actually using. So, welcome to come by, check it out. Whatever, or you can just come hang in tomorrow and I'll walk you through some of the mods we have on here, answer whatever questions you have, whatever. Up to you. It's fine. Not really picky either way. I do, however, have to sign off for tonight. I had to go and get dinner ready and going. So we've reached the end of our journey tonight. Tune in tomorrow I think tomorrow we're going to go down to Tripton Nether. We'll play around in there for a little bit. I also think we will probably sit down and try and figure out a little bit of the create mechanics for doing. Well, we'll test some things out, see if we can't make a claw game. I think that would be interesting. But thanks for stopping by, Apocalypse. I look forward to seeing you again next time. And I saw you pop into the Discord, so I will get you sorted out over there pretty quickly, and then we'll go from there. We'll see you all next time. Take care. Have a good night.